some of this.
You know, courses are a scam. At the end of the day.
Why
Because
do you believe that?
why do I believe that?
Courses are a scam.
All the information you're trying to provide.
Courses are a scam. They're just motherfucking having you subscribe to stuff that most of the time you're not even gonna do. You gonna forget that you even was paying for it. Stuff like that. Most self-made millionaires under 25 are either scammers, trust fund kids, or got lucky. Yeah, I agree.
Us is already on Google and ChatGPT. Why do I need to pay you to be able to figure that out?
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but the devil's advocate to that would be that you can be searching for stuff that you only know what you know. So you can be searching for stuff that you can find on Google and stuff, but what about the stuff you don't know that somebody probably already went through and know? That would be the devil's advocate to that. But the courses are a scam. Best experience is to do it yourself.
I mean, there is a lot of information out there on, Google, ChatGPT, YouTube especially.
Did you take a course?
Yeah, I actually paid $10,000 for a course the other day. But my point here is basically a course is like all of that information that you would have to go out there and find yourself summarized in one spot with like a lot of courses have a coaching element added on top. They have like more support, more access to someone who can answer their questions. All of those elements added on top of like the actual content piece itself. So it's like instead of going out and having to figure it out on your own, you're paying someone who already has that information to help you.
So you're just trying to get lazy people rich?
No, it's not even that. It's just like being able to handle problems. Like entrepreneurship is about failing and learning from your failures and using those failures to like know what you need to know in order to achieve that success. So instead of going through all those failures yourself, it's like, okay, you could come and pay someone like me who can help you kind of navigate around those failures. So it's like, it's more support. It's more like of a fast track. It's more.
So why do you sell courses?
Why do I sell courses? Well, number one, I make more money from doing it. That's just like full transparency. Like I have the skill, why would I not sell it to
everybody know that everybody get rich off them courses.
People. Number two, I really enjoy like the coaching aspect of it. Like I really enjoy my job and what I do. And number three, like the demand for it is there. People come to me asking to buy it.
How much is your course?
It's like 4K.
4K? Yeah. So you love taking 4K
It's like 4K?
from people?
Well, it's like if they're willing to do what they need to do on their end and like put the work in that's necessary to get there, like, yeah. And
what's your success rate?
It's tough to say because there's a lot of people who join who are willing to do the things they need to do and they see results from it. I have students that make 100K a month. I have students that make 200K a month. I have other students who join and they never make $1 because they just expect everything to be handed to them and they expect that since they spent 4K, like automatically it's just gonna come overnight. And in the reality, like it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's running a real business and the things to run a real business have to be done in order to see those results. I don't want you to think of it as like buy my course and I'm gonna get rich the next night, because that's not what it is and that's not what I market it as either.
It's 4K too, so it's not an easy investment for a lot of people like me. You get what I'm saying?
Of course. And that's why like I sell it for what it's worth, and I can confidently say that. Like the people who actually are willing to spend that money and put that time in that's necessary, like they see the results. Again, I have students who make 100K a month. I have students who make 200K a month. Like I've had people who have, they're booting you out, spent their last like couple $1,000s on my program and have like sat there and thanked me over and over and over for it months later. I just had 10 of my students out here, 10 of my top students come out to Miami and we went out on a yacht. We went to like a cool dinner. And some of them were like really emotional about the fact that they were there. And
how do you prove that? How do you prove that they're all making money? Because I see all of them on Instagram coming over to your house, fucking getting in the nice cars.
There's no proof of that.
They're not their cars.
Instagram is instant gratification. There's no proof of that. It could all just be cap, which it always usually be. Don't fall for the scam, the course scams, man.
You don't. Like you just see it and you just know, bro. But also people, they post.
Well, how can I differentiate yours from like somebody else's? Like if somebody else on Instagram is posting like that they're rich and stuff like that to buy their course.
Of course, because
how do I know to buy yours and not
yours? I mean, last thing is the reality is there's a lot of fake shit out there. I will give you that. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Oh shit! Okay. Bet.
You know, I bought your course, man. Actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I bought your course.
Prove it.
All right, fine. I didn't buy your course, man. That's it. But yeah, you are a piece of shit. You're
What?
a scammer because you're just stealing money from people, man.
How?
I don't know, but you just fucking stealing
You
money
don't
from
know.
people.
So you're gonna come up here and make a crazy claim like that, but
I'm not
nothing
making
to
a
back it
crazy
up.
claim. You stole
You are
money from
making a
people.
crazy
Okay,
claim.
how many people bought your course and actually made money back? Let's start with that.
I mean, I don't have an exact number. I would
Exactly,
say
you don't
typical-
know because
no, here, I would say
nobody who
typical-
actually buys your course makes money from your course.
Do you want me to pull up results right now?
I don't want you to pull up shit because it could be fake.
Because how is it gonna be
Oh,
fake?
It's just fake.
See, you're coming up here and making crazy.
I'm not
claims
making
and you
any
don't have
crazy
anything
claims.
to back
Devil
it up.
advocate
I
for
just-
I
real
respect
rage
it.
I
baiter.
just know you're a piece of shit. You're scamming people. Prove me wrong.
I just told you I'll pull up results, and you said you don't want to see
How
them.
do I know the results are?
Okay, even aside from my course, I run a marketing agency that does 7 figures a year, and
I don't
that
give a
business
shit.
is solely based off of
I don't-
making more people money.
I don't give a shit. Okay.
See, you're just making crazy claims.
No,
and you're
because it's
even
not
letting
crazy.
them
Because I bought
Yeah,
your
it's
course.
real.
And I
You
didn't make. I bought your fucking course.
just said you
and I didn't make fucking money from it, man. Are you gonna give me a refund?
Okay, you didn't buy my course. You already admitted to that.
How do you know I didn't buy? What are you saying? I'm poor?
I told you
I'm
to
poor.
prove it. and you
I'm poor.
can't-
I can't buy your course.
I'm not saying that at all.
No, you're saying I'm poor.
You got a nice outfit on.
You're
Like, not
you're
poor.
calling me poor. I can't buy breast course because it's 4,000. I'm poor. Is
No,
that
no,
is
no.
that what it is?
You just said you didn't.
Yeah,
When
good
did I
rage
say that?
baiter.
I never
You
said
said it
that.
right when you
I
sat down.
never
You
said
said
that.
I bought your course. I said prove it. You said okay. I
When did I say that?
You said that as soon as you sat down.
See,
the cameras are rolling.
See, this is what scammers are. They gaslight.
Okay,
They
come
lie.
on, this
He's
is-
lying. All right, fine. I didn't buy your course, man. That's it. How much is your course?
It's
$4,000. Yeah, $4,000. I spent $4,000 on your
No,
course.
you didn't. But if you can give me,
Why-
I will sit
Because
here and
you're
have a
saying I'm poor?
conversation with you.
You're
No,
saying
no,
I'm poor?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm not
So
saying
what
that
are you
at all.
saying?
But I'm
Because
saying
you're
if
saying
you
I
can
didn't- I
sit
said I-
here,
I said I
if
bought
you
your course,
can
you're
sit
telling me-
here and make
you're-
one logical argument about why my course is a scam, I'm willing to have a conversation with you. But you're just saying bullshit
Sure,
right
you're
now.
not willing to have a conversation with me?
No, I'm more than willing, but can you make one logical point of why my course or what I do in general is a scam?
Okay, because let me explain it very well for you. Okay, listen close. I bought your shit
No, you come
and
on,
it didn't
stop.
work. There you go. A equals B.
Okay.
B equals C.
You're making a really good
C
effort
equals
at
D.
trying to rage bait me, but my cortisol is not
Rage bait.
spiking.
No, you know what made me mad? The fact that I bought your shit.
You didn't buy my course.
Okay,
you already
what,
admitted that.
exactly. What's in your course, anyways? Like, why should that's 5 flags? That's you guys are voting me out. I'll be back, man.
Fucking dork.
See you soon.
Most workers are secretly jealous and wish they were entrepreneurs.
Yep.
How you doing, Bresler?
Good. Oh, you're a handshaker.
Yeah, I like to shake.
Okay, so real quick
They
before the
got a
prompt,
snake on this day.
you carry that snake around.
It's a pet snake. You know,
That's
I work
fine.
on a reptile farm.
That's sick
I
as
love
fuck.
wildlife. I love animals. I'm a young Steve Irwin. You know what I mean? And I think
Did Steve
that
Irwin-
you know most people who are wages, they might be jealous of the young entrepreneur millionaire. But I've been an entrepreneur too. Like it's the hustle. You said it yourself. You fail. You grind. You know. And you learn from your mistakes. And then, you know, I got a full-time job.
Yeah, maybe we should rephrase it. Most workers are secretly jealous and wish they were successful entrepreneurs. That's because, yeah, they probably tried to do something. Some people tried to do something and they gave up after 48 hours, you know, so.
I'm on a reptile farm. It's kind of the dream. Breed endangered animals like Galapagos
Can't-
tortoises.
I can't argue you on that. If you're
Yeah,
happy, you're
so,
happy. Like,
yeah.
That's all that matters in life is.
That really is it. And it, you know, I think people like you're selling this course to just retards. And
No,
they're
it's not retards.
Are you
It's-
sure?
No, it's not.
who's buying? What's your average?
Average age demographic?
Yeah.
17 to 25.
Yeah, there
I'd
you
say.
go. These kids have no experience. They're looking at
But
Instagram.
that's
They're
the
looking
point.
at Twitter. They're seeing people like you who are flexing all these cars, flexing the mansion.
Shit.
Of course.
A lot of these people are faking that. These kids, like, what are they even doing? If they have questions, why would they buy a course when they could just ask the internet? If they're buying your course and they don't have questions, they're retarded, right? So they have to know what they want to know from your course, and then you could just plug that into ChatGPT or find a mentor. I mean, you're
Find a
how-
mentor, exactly.
There you go. You're
they're-
21
they're
years old,
paying
though, right?
I am, yeah, 21.
What life experience do you have? What jobs did you have? that you
That
made
nigga
these-
say you 20 years old, ain't you? What life experience do you have? No, for real. They ain't live.
money? Are you a nepo baby, or did you?
No. I mean, my parents, you know, they did averagely well for themselves. I'm
Pretty
always
good
open
middle
about
class?
that. But when I dropped out of college to do
Hell
this
yeah.
stuff full time,
Me too.
Hell yeah.
So wait a
They told me they wouldn't give me $1, and like financially I was on my own, and that was like a.
Oh, wow. That boy was on his own in college. Yikes.
Big motivator for me was that I moved across the country and like had to figure all this shit out on my own, and I didn't have much money to do so. So I don't like come.
So you did come from below. You were pretty poor, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm not saying I was poor. Like again, my
But
parents.
when you left on your own, did you have a ton of money? Like, did you?
I mean, I
100K?
had probably like 40, 50K saved up. So
Where'd
like
you get that?
That nigga said going to college, he had like 40, 50K saved. How many of y'all have 40, 50K saved at 18?
A good backbone from what I was doing online. Like when I was in college, I started everything back like sophomore year of high school and was working all through high school and never really made money my first 1, 2, 3 years doing it. And then as soon as I kind of got into college, I started to actually see some of the like rewards of my hard work and stacked up like 40, 50K, was making like 10K a month and was like, this is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to drop out and like go full force at it.
All right, and I'd say like most normal people, they couldn't handle being an entrepreneur. It's a lot of work. It's sleepless nights. It's, you got to give things up, right? When you say.
Yeah, I would say majority of people, but I would say like anyone who's like just willing to go through that process and that hard work is capable of doing it.
Absolutely, but I mean, if they really are capable of doing that work, putting the time in, why buy your course? Like, it's just a scam.
No, it's not a scam, but the point in buying it is to have that extra layer of support, be able to ask questions to someone who knows the answer to them, be able to get all that information in one hub rather than having to go out and do it all on your own.
I hear you. Google is one hub.
Of course, but you have to search for different examples, find different things. Real life example, when I started, I didn't buy a course when I first started. I started trying to get into online business my freshman year of high school.
And you probably figured it out eventually, right?
Yeah, but I tried trading, I tried drop shipping, I tried crypto, I tried NFTs. Like I was just losing money. Yeah, losing money over and over.
Yeah.
And then finally, like I found what I do now. I got into marketing for brands, and I just stayed consistent with it.
It's a pleasure.
Sound like this
Your
is the
handshake.
level.
I respect that.
So yeah, I woke up 3 a.m, moving bags, getting told I'm an idiot. They talking down on me because I got a GED. And then I look on Instagram on my phone, I see you in the Lamborghini. I said, what's this guy do? What? He doesn't have any dirt on his hands or anything. But did you say you're a millionaire? You sell a course, somebody clicks something and you make money?
So
Somebody
like
click
what I do
something
for a
and
living?
you make money.
What is it?
So I run a marketing agency where we run ads for e-com brands. So like skincare brands, healthcare brands, clothing brands, jewelry brands, anything you see online, like streetwear brand, for example, we run their advertisements on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Google, TikTok, and we make their businesses
Talking
more
over
money
this
by
old
running those
head.
advertisements.
This
And then
an
we
old
take a
nigga. You
percentage
talking
of
over
we
his
generate.
head.
So that's one of my businesses, is that agency where we do that for these businesses. And then number 2, I have a program where I teach people how they can do the same exact thing. So I coach them on how to start doing that for themselves. They're basically finding businesses, calling those businesses, texting those businesses, emailing them, and pitching their services of running ads for them. So say,
That's why it's a scam. Why is it a scam? Because they not working for real. And you selling a dream.
That makes no sense. If there's a car wrap shop down the street, right? Jimmy's car wrap shop. And I go to Jimmy and I tell him, hey, I can make your business more money by running ads for your business. And I make him more money and he pays me a percentage of the money that I make him. That's me delivering a service for him. Same way as when you go to a construction site and you work on that construction site, whoever's building, you work
You know how
really
much
hard.
I make?
Oh, I'm sure you don't make enough.
You know what minimum wage is? They just raised it.
I don't know.
I know because I was making it.
Anyways, my point here is you're building a house for someone. That person is paying you to build that house, right? You're doing a service for them. And in return for that service, they give you money. It's the same exact concept. You understand?
I get on the internet. I do the course. I'm assuming you just Google it and you just put all of the answers there and tell people to do it. And you just go on and
No, it's like
coffee.
it's like
By,
a program. You join and there's like, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he's
he's to miss out on life's best years.
Yeah. Why ain't nobody else getting up?
It's okay. Why do you think building a business in your 20s makes you miss out on life's best experiences.
I want to apologize for last time.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
It was a little bit too
Again,
much.
no grudges held.
But wait, you think I'm jealous of you? Back to the other prompt. I know.
No, I don't.
Because I'm not.
I told him he's very happy doing what he does for work. That's amazing. That's all that matters in life is that you're happy. You know. Some people don't care about money. Some people don't.
The current prompt is you should sacrifice your 20s to build. I agree with that actually. You know, like.
You're how old?
Do you have friends? Do you have people that?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do in your free time? Just.
I love cars.
Yeah.
Go to like car
You sell
meets,
courses on cars or?
No.
Nah.
I'll drive my cars. I'll go to the beach sometimes.
This nigga really
You ever
love
just
them.
you ever just fuck around with your friends,
like
just for, fun
Yeah,
and shit like
of
that?
course.
Yeah, like what do you do like when you're fucking around?
I mean, we'll travel some. Like when we have the time to, we'll travel.
yeah, where you travel to?
Where was the last trip I went on with my friends? We went to the Keys in Florida. So not like a crazy trip, but nice little.
Nah, you
weekend
travel
trip.
crazy, man. I feel like you travel crazy places. See me, I'm actually like a college student, but I also do sales. So like what you and I do is kind of similar, except you sell to like dumb retarded people.
Who do you sell
So I sell to like homeowners and shit like that. So I sell like security camera systems. I'm actually having fun in my 20s. You know, like you don't need a car to have fun in your 20s. You don't need to have a freaking big ass house to have fun. And I spent time with my friends
What
in
car do
college,
you
you know, just fucking around. What happened?
What car do you drive?
What car do I drive? I drive a 1996 Honda Civic.
You drove that here?
Yeah.
Do you think you would have had more fun driving here if you were in a Rolls Royce Cullinan?
I actually hate Rolls Royce. I feel like the design is
What
like
about
fucking ugly.
what about a Lamborghini?
Lamborghini? It's too popular. I don't like popular shit.
So what about?
That's why I don't like you. 'Cause
Honda
you're-
Civic.
What's your dream car?
My dream car? I don't have a dream car actually. I just
Okay, maybe you don't care.
I don't
We'll
really
move
care
to the
about
next
cars,
thing.
about shit like.
All
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
continue.
What I want is actually a yacht. Can you get that for me?
I can't afford a yacht.
That's 5 flags.
You get voted out fast, bro.
I know, man. Like,
He a dick rider.
Wait, what do you agree with? To sacrifice young so
I
you
think-
can be good by 30?
Yeah, I think.
But you're still young.
Yeah, but I think like.
You haven't sacrificed anything. You got really lucky.
How did I get lucky?
You're fucking 21 and you're rich. There's a lot of people that fucking try every day.
But I
tried
sacrificed
drop
that.
shipping. I tried a lot of stuff. I was gonna sign up for your course. The problem is your course was a little pushy. I'm not gonna lie.
Pushy?
Yeah, it was like 2 in the morning on like
Well, you
Tuesday
probably
night,
applied
and I
at
was
2 in the morning.
I applied at 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I got a phone call at 2 in the morning.
Well, that's what it says when you apply. It says someone will call you within the next 2 minutes.
I
just got a good team.
I
man.
honestly
got
did
a
not
good
fucking
team.
see that, but
I know
that's
how to
fucking
run
crazy.
business.
But I mean, look, you could sacrifice your 20s to be good at 30, but like, there's nothing wrong with working through your 20s.
No, of
like,
course. I agree.
I've been working since I was 16,
Bro, if I didn't,
and I have
a lot of
fun
us have.
every single day.
say I made $100 million by the time I was 30, I wouldn't retire. Like, what am I going to do with myself? I'm going to go crazy not having work. Like, work brings me fulfillment.
Do you work the whole day though?
6 to 8 hours a day. It totally depends on the day. My
What
job
time
is
do you
so
wake up?
situational. Usually like 9,
9?
and then I go straight to the gym.
All right. Because I wake up at 5 in the morning to
That's
go to
early.
work.
Yeah.
Be there by 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. Everybody's leaving at 5. I'm leaving at 7. I'm hustling. That's not
good,
the
bro.
same type of hustle,
Yeah.
but I'm hustling.
But you're
So
hustling.
I have money in my account because I think when everybody gets up, when everybody leaves at 5, they go home and they sit around and look at TikTok all day. I leave at 7. I go home, I eat, I shower, and I go to sleep. But I still have time to do stuff on the weekends. I go out with my friends, this and that. Why do you think I should be doing a course right now or taking your course?
Well, I think long
This
term.
chicken, he gonna
I
take
think
a course.
the time, the extra time you're spending at work,
Two
making like an
streams in
hourly
one day,
wage
I'm
could
trying
be
to tell
like
you.
reflected tenfold if you took some of that time away from your job and allocated that into something that has like higher ROI potential. I think like long term you could look back at that and be like, damn, I'm happy I didn't spend that time trading it for a paycheck.
So
and I spent
scamming
it.
has like a good ROI potential?
You asked me a question, bro. You can't just. But you see my point. Like instead of trading your time for a
telling
paycheck, you take that time and
That's
allocate
all,
that into
that's all
something
them
that has
marketing agencies.
Do you
more
work
of an
8 hours a
ROI.
day?
SMMA.
Not minimum. There's days where I work 2. Like it just depends. That's the beauty of my job is I have that freedom. Nobody can tell me what time I have to be to work and what time I can leave.
Okay.
You know?
I could agree with you on that, but there's a lot of uncertainty to your job. At the point where you're at right now, you're pretty fucking big. You got a lot of fucking people that follow you. You'll make money whether on social media, on investment properties, whatever the hell you got. But somebody like me who were to start making 10K a month off your course or whatever the hell, I don't know if next month I'll make 10K. I don't know if next month.
One of his videos on drop shipping, he wasn't talking about shit but buying his course. That's all the vid's gonna be about. It's a sales funnel to make you buy the course, and then the course is just another sales funnel that's gonna make you buy whatever else. Cause now you like, well, I spent $4,000. I gotta get some type of return on my investment. It's a sales funnel. But then y'all call me the scammer when I come out with the ebook, and y'all say, man, well, you scamming, get out of here. But you buy the $4,000 course. A nigga scamming for $20 and $30, but the nigga who's scamming for $4,000 is legit. Ain't that crazy?
I'll even make 1,000.
Let me tell you a story. I started at that point too, bro. When I dropped out of school and moved across the country into a new house, I had like bills to pay and shit. Like I didn't have much money in my name. I had like 40, 50K.
Why do he keep saying I didn't have a lot of money when I dropped out of college, but says I have 40 to 50K? That's a lot of money for an 18-year-old to just be dropping out of college and having. I never heard of an 18-year-old doing that. What is he talking about?
And I was running my clothing brand at the time. That's how I got into marketing. Was I started a clothing brand and I learned how to run ads for it. Anyways, long story short, I ended up getting
That's
scammed
enough to
by
pay
my
your whole
manufacturer
student
for
debt,
$60,000.
literally.
I paid him for a bulk order of like a shipment of clothes, and he just never sent it. I literally got scammed for 60 racks. So I'm down to like very little money left in my account. And like I had to figure it out. So there is risk involved with entrepreneurship. You can't argue that there's not. That's what it's about though, is it takes a special type of person to be willing to like take that risk and like.
But the risk was a lot easier for you. You say your parents weren't rich, but they were good, right?
Yeah, they did well for themselves.
If I don't show up to work, what happens if my mom can't pay the mortgage? I stay with my mom as of right now. Mm-hmm. But I stay with my mom. What happens if my mom can't pay the mortgage? Who's gonna take care of her? How is she gonna be able to pay the mortgage? And she's gonna look over, she's gonna come to my room and I'm there on a fucking computer. Hold the fuck up, mom. I'm on the fucking course trying to learn how to make 10K a month. When I could be outside working, guaranteeing that I'm gonna make that bread to take home.
But you can do both, bro. You could be doing both. Instead of staying at work till 7 p.m., you could go to work till 5 p.m. and then allocate the other 5 hours of your day to trying to do what has more ROI potential. That's what I was doing. Like when I started all this shit, I was in school, I was going to the gym, I worked a job, trying to save up money to be able to invest in my business.
They and got I still 15 made time. People in the crib. If you want to
make the time, you can make the time,
I don't know, man. It seems like you didn't have too much to risk. Obviously, if you lost all your money or if you weren't making money, you would have been on the street, but worst comes to worst, you call your dad, you call your mom, they fly you back out to their house and you're good. You know what I'm saying? I have a baby on the way. I made a bad decision. I bought a Corvette, and now I gotta pay that. If not, my credit goes under.
Yeah.
And credit's pretty important. Yeah. I gotta buy a house.
I mean, not everyone starts in the same situation. Like, I'm probably a little
this Mexican about dumb as hell. He talking about I got a kid on the way and I bought a Corvette. And priorities is messed up. And he lived with his mama, he said. Lived with mama, bought a Corvette, got a baby on the way. Like, what? That's crazy, bro. I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking. He couldn't have been thinking. He couldn't have been thinking. Y'all gonna have fun with y'all little Corvettes. 15 people, 5 moms, 3 dads and kids. Grandma and grandpa do be in there too.
Fortunate than you were.
They in their living room on the couch.
I still, had to do the shit that was necessary in order to get there. You can't change your current situation. The only thing you can do is change your future. So you just got to work harder to
I don't know, man. Me and all my friends tried to do the rich thing. We tried to do trading. We tried to do drop shipping.
Tried to do the rich thing.
I gave up. Obviously, I'm a mechanic now. Everybody else is still trading to this day.
I just told you it took me years to
make my first dollar. But I know somebody, okay, I have a close friend since fucking middle school, right? He's been trading since like sophomore year of high school.
I don't believe, trading is...
You think it's fake?
Not fake, no, but it takes a lot of time and you're risking your own money, so I don't think it's that ethical.
What you do is, you scale businesses, right? So you advertise them. These are people who are working hard to grow their businesses. Why would they pay you to grow their businesses?
Good question.
They're already risking their 20s, most of them, to grow a business that's at least 8 times out of 10 is gonna die.
Number one, they see all the results we've gotten for other people. Number two, we work off of performance-based pay, meaning we only take a percentage of the money that we generate them. So if I come to your mechanic shop and I make you an extra $100,000 in a month off of ads, just random example, we usually take about 10% of what we generate them, so 10K. So out of that 90 or out of that 100K in revenue, they keep 90, whatever their cost of goods are, cost of service, they take that out. But they keep their profit, we keep ours. It's a mutually beneficial
relationship. You take 10% though. That's a lot away from my business.
But we do a lot for that business. We make
talking about that don't sound too bad. That's how he get you. Look, that don't sound too bad. It sound bad if your business ain't thriving already. Sounds tough when your business ain't already making money. You heard how he said we gonna make you an extra 100K? Extra 100K don't happen if you ain't making no case. Extra 100K don't happen if you motherfucking already ain't seen your business revenue get to 100K. Nigga said, I made 5K last month. Shit, you ain't finna make 100K this month just cause you signed up for breasts. You better go and get to working a little harder.
We deliver emails.
How do I know the customers are coming from you and not from somewhere else?
Yeah, so when you're running ads for a business, the ads manager, like the Facebook ads manager, has what's called a pixel that connects to the website. You code it into the website and it tracks exactly how much traffic comes from the ads, how many sales come from the ads, how many leads come from the ads, whatever metric you want to track, it tracks that directly.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I don't got no questions.
It's impossible to have freedom with a normal job.
No. You gotta make it.
My name is Preeti. So I guess my question is, I think for a lot of young people, they're kind of sold this fantasy about entrepreneurship, and maybe people are marketing like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, this lifestyle of, oh, you become an entrepreneur.
9 to 5 workers confront an online millionaire. He said skip around like her voice.
Become super wealthy, but the reality is maybe like 1%, maybe the top 0.1%.
Do you know why? The other 99% of people give up too quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you the alternative. The alternative is I think people should be taught like really build skills, like valuable skills.
That's literally all I preach.
But before you go into entrepreneurship, you could go into a job and learn skills.
She talking about skills like she's not. When we thinking skills, we thinking of like selling. We thinking of like motherfucking. What's another high marketing skill other than selling? Services. But most of the time, selling is the main high marketing skill to have. You know, everything got to do with selling. She wants you to go be a motherfucking plumber. No offense to my plumber. She wants you to go be a motherfucking mechanic. No offense to my mechanic. She wants you to go be a motherfucking do shit like that. Your twin is Leprechaun and Kobe? Nope. Kobe was the worst you could say. Bro, come on, bro. Look at me. Like, come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Look at me. Like, and this ain't even hair done or nothing. This is just, you know, normal me. Yep. You know, that's just me, man. It's okay. I know y'all wish y'all could look like this. It's okay. One day, you won't look like this, but one day, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't even help you out, chick. Yeah. Now that I know you damn near look like Grunkle Stan, yeah, it's tough for you.
Jobs don't teach skills the same way hands-on learning does. I've learned way more in my experience just sitting there cold calling businesses and failing over and over than I ever would at any sort of job, internship, anything. I totally agree with you in your point of learn a valuable skill, because that's what entrepreneurship is. Learn a skill that's valuable and provide that skill to people with money who can afford to pay for your skill. That's literally what it is, right? But
Right. Also, in terms of the freedom, like say you learn a skill, like you go into the tech industry. Like people are saying, oh, drop out of school, just do online. But if you go to a good college, like I went to a good college, I had like a traditional South Asian background, went to a good college, you get a job.
Oh yeah, because she Indian. Okay. Makes sense.
In like say the tech field, these companies have millions and multi-millions of dollars in revenue, so they can give you a high-paying job where you have far less stress.
I ain't going to college. This my gap year, bro. You're like 40. You just like that nigga Prime them, being the Don them. You're like 40 talking about I ain't going to college, bro. That time is up. Nigga graduated in 2013 when Chief Keef came out and shit. Like, bro, your time is up.
Then entrepreneurship, you're gaining skills like whether it's coding, whether it's UX design, whether it's AI engineering, you're gaining skills in that, and then you can keep advancing. You can get to 500K, 600K, you get
sound like you confusing GED with college. You talking about technical college? Oh yeah, you go to technical college any age, you right.
Businesses, and it's 9 to 5. So if people, and then later on, like once you gain like a lot of skills, say AI engineering, coding, tech, when you're 35, 40, like you know you earned all this money through a job. Maybe you pursue entrepreneurship. Maybe you decide a job is easier, but that's just a way easier path. But people are not told that. Like I have friends who work at Instagram, for instance. Like he gets paid 500K a year. He works like 3 hours a day because all the responsibility. Like
what does he do for his job?
So he's in software.
So is she saying that's bad?
Replaced by AI.
And he's a software engineer. Okay. Yeah, that's cybersecurity stuff. Yeah. But he probably went to school for a minute. 500K a year is definitely good. You in the 1%. Anything over the motherfucking 6 figures of 120, you in the 1%.
AI in the next 5 years.
Right. Well, there's also AI engineering. Anything can be replaced by AI. But what I'm just saying is like right now, I feel like when you go on Instagram, you go on social media, everyone is sold this fantasy of like, oh, just buy this branding course, buy this course, become a multimillionaire. The reality is like making money is hard. And that's not what.
And that's what I was just telling. I don't remember who it was I was telling, but for the first couple of years of my life, getting into entrepreneurship, I never made $1. And I will never tell people that it's going to be easy. I will tell them the formula is easy. Simply figure out what you need to do, and you know what you need to do, and you just do those things. The journey is not going to be easy. So again, the formula is easy, the journey is not.
But I think social media sells this fantasy of like people are having these Lambos, Ferraris, mansions, and then they're like, oh, just buy this course, build this online business, and you'll be a multi-millionaire driving out a Lambo. Even with entrepreneurship, it's not for everyone. You have to have a very high nervous system capacity, like you said, being able to handle rejection, being able to handle uncertainty, being able to handle failure. Like maybe 0.01% is able to have that unique skill set to do it. So it's not freedom. It's not freedom for most people. Most people like can build skills to get like a high-paying job.
I would disagree with you on that completely,
way easier
because those
to do.
skills can be learned elsewhere too, with just hands-on failure.
Right, but in this say they have freedom because if you have like a 200, 300, 400K
But not
job,
everyone can do that.
So,
and to get a job like that,
yeah, you gotta go to school forever. Everybody ain't even going to school. She is talking, ain't she? But yeah, she talking about the 200K job, 300K jobs. That will have to go back to the people that's going to school. So that's not everybody already. Automatically. We already took a chunk of people away just by that logic. Niggas don't get rich till they like 40. That's literally really high B. Instagram just got us thinking that you supposed to be rich by 21 with a Ferrari and a motherfucking movie theater in your basement. It's crazy.
You pay for the biggest course of them all, college. How much do you spend to go to college to get a tech degree?
But
that's a course, am I right or wrong?
But it's
Am I
it's
right
a
or
more
wrong?
predictable.
Am I right?
It's a more predictable path to earning a lot of money. Entrepreneurship
Not really.
is
It's
for a
only
very small
predictable because
fragment.
How many people y'all know that go to college and they ain't made nothing? What she talking about is easier. What she just say? Hold on.
But it's
Am I right
a
or
more
wrong?
predictable.
Am I right?
It's a more predictable path to make more money. For who? I don't know. Maybe I ain't paying attention. Cause I know I seen a lot of Riversideans go to college. I ain't saying I seen a lot of Riversideans make money. I said I seen a lot of them go to college. That's just me though. That's just me. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. Snoop college? What? Come on, bro. What? Like, come on. Snoop college, same sentence. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. We motherfucking both cheating, getting the wrong answers. Come on, man. What do you mean? College, Snoop. No.
A more predictable path to earning a lot of money. Entrepreneurship
Not really.
is
It's only
for a very
predictable because
fragment.
it's only predictable because it's been proven by so many other people, and courses have too. Because if you look at the people who have simply just done the shit they need to do inside of those courses and have stuck to the journey long enough, they get results. But the problem is a lot of people aren't willing to hold themselves accountable enough to stay there long enough and do the shit they know they need to do and get that result.
Not every.
Yep, I'm one of them. If he gonna say that's the problem, I'm one of them. Nope. $4,000 sounds like a scam to me. This dude right here sucked. He ain't have no argument.
Everyone has there's more people who have the ability to get a high-paying job and perform well in that than have the nervous system capacity to be a successful entrepreneur.
You're simply just a pussy at that point. Like, if you're not willing to just work hard.
Right.
Again, the formula is simple. You know what you need to do. It's just a matter of the journey being hard, and you just have to stick with it long enough. College is only a proven path more because so many more people have done it because it's become such a norm. If they want to be normal and just trade their time for money, that's fine.
Still a lot more money than a lot of entrepreneurs.
I think when everybody raised the flag, then that's when they gotta get up. I would have thought everybody raised the flags already.
How many entrepreneurs make $500K plus after revenue in profit?
I guess it depends. I sure as hell do. I would rather make less money and not have to trade my time for money than make more money and be restricted.
I'm just saying it's easier. You said freedom. It's easier for people to get a high-paying job.
I disagree with that too, but hey. It's impossible to have freedom with a normal job, but I also don't think it's impossible for you to have freedom with a normal job. Chicken, you ain't right.
I agreed with you on that part. A good amount of people are, you know? Like, I agreed with you there.
Really sit down and be like, I'm gonna master AI engineering, and I'm like gonna go all.
But if they sit down and master whatever course they're buying, it's the same thing.
That's more.
Because, bro, it's literally. I don't know how we're still going, but it's listen.
Talking about skip ahead, buddy.
If you're gonna master AI engineering, you're gonna pay for a
this
course
was the most replayed.
All right.
I'm studying engineering right now. Hello, my name is Cece.
She's studying
Back to what she was
engineering.
saying. She was saying that only 0.1%, right, make it here. So why would you sell something that only 0.1% could do?
Because in the end of the day, it's not totally on me if they have the work ethic, you know? Why would college sell their biggest course of all to people when they know not everyone is going to pass, not everyone is going to get through it? I paid money for school when I went to college and I dropped out. Why would they sell it to me if they knew I was going to drop out? They didn't know, but they sold it to me because I was willing to go. and I was willing to give it a shot. I can only do my job of trying my best to hold them accountable, give them all the information I possibly can. They have to do the work.
But you don't think people will catch up onto that and not buy your course if they're not doing good?
No, because people do good, so people keep buying it because it gives people results.
How do you know they're doing good?
Because I keep a close relationship with all my students and I have a wins channel where they post all their wins.
Then why don't we have more entrepreneurs that talk about you?
I mean, 1%. You would just have to go find them. They're out there.
How is that better than going to college?
It has a lot more potential long term.
Like
college is just so traditional. What are you going to do? Spend $100K to go to college, get a job that pays you?
I don't spend $100K to go to college. I have a scholarship. There's people that study all of high school.
Everybody don't get a scholarship.
Of course.
Get good grades, they get a scholarship, and they don't have to pay for that.
But still, then they're set up when they graduate college, they get hit with life real quick and they're making $40K a year. What does that get you? In Miami, that can't even get you a fucking apartment.
Not $40K a year. A lot of them make a lot more than that.
A lot of them make $40K a year though.
Like, who do you know?
A lot of them struggle to find jobs. You know how many people I know back from my hometown? I grew up in Wisconsin. You know how many people back from my...
Ain't that crazy? Scammer.
Hometown graduated college and are struggling to even find a job
but in engineering?
With a degree. Maybe not engineering, but whatever degree it is. Engineering, that's got potential probably to get replaced by AI too.
So do you.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I use AI in my business. I'm ahead of the curve. You think I see all this bullshit about AI coming up on my feed and I'm not ahead of the curve and on it already and utilizing it for my business to make more money? That's what an entrepreneur is.
Okay.
You adapt to shifts in the market.
If you would have had a degree and you would have continued college, wouldn't you have been a more reliable person to buy courses from? Long term.
No.
Because
what the fuck?
Took a fucking arts class in college.
Like,
I went to college for 2 months for marketing, and you know what I learned about? Math and English. The fuck is that?
Okay, because those are like your prereqs, like your core classes that you have to take in college. Everyone has.
That's why college is bullshit. Because why am I learning about math and English if I'm trying to learn about marketing?
Then maybe you shouldn't have taken
marketing.
And
so I dropped out.
That's a skill issue.
I dropped out and I went and learned it myself, and I make millions of dollars a year doing it.
Okay, that's good for you, but you're talking about people overall, not you. I don't think long.
And that's what you talking about as well. You talking about you. You said a scholarship. Everybody, you don't just automatically get scholarships for college. It's not how it works.
I don't think long term.
But if it works for me, why can't it work for other people?
You had a unique skill.
No, I didn't. I didn't have the skill. I didn't have the skill set.
Long term, you're relying on social media trends and the algorithm.
I adapt. That's what being an entrepreneur is.
But you're relying on it because you don't have a degree. You don't have a background on business, right?
A degree doesn't make it no better. It's a skill issue. Hey, I guess it's a skill issue. I done seen a lot of degrees. I ain't seen niggas with degrees living the life that I deem acceptable. So, hey.
What do I need a degree for?
You dropped
I have
out
a background
of
on business. You think I don't have a background on business, but
What's your background on business?
I've ran 2 7-figure year businesses for the last 2 years of my life. The fuck?
Okay, well yeah, that's good, but like how can you say everyone can?
Yeah, that's good, but okay.
And sell it.
5 flags.
But how can you sell that? Like it doesn't make sense.
How does that not make sense?
There's no such thing as an ethical entrepreneur. You cannot get rich.
Nah, I agree with that. No such thing as ethical millionaire. Can't get rich without exploiting someone else. Yes. That's how it works. It's either going to be consumers or you're going to be sellers. It's one or the other. Plain and simple, one or the other. You either going to consume things, like you sit on the couch, consume food, consume videos, consume gambling, consume prize picks, consume rain bet, consume underdog. You either going to be that person or you're going to be the person selling a product, selling a service. It's one or the other. And someone's going to call you a scammer because you're selling to people who you know ain't gonna never be able to make no money. That's what the world is. They throw you in the world and tell you, you pay this bill and pay that bill and pay this bill and pay that bill, or you gonna be threw out into the scraps. So yeah, that's good. That's good. I agree with that. Ain't no rules in business.
Hey, what's up, Welcome back, man.
You miss me?
Yeah, I missed you.
I agree with that, actually. Like, you cannot get rich as an entrepreneur without cutting some corners, doing some shady shit.
You're in school, right?
Yo, actually, when I was sitting there, your full name on Instagram is Brad Scales, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you should change it to Brad Scams.
Okay, so the prompt. No, listen, can I talk? So the prompt is you can't get rich without exploiting someone, right?
Yeah, you gotta cut some corners, do some shady shit.
You think you have to do some shady shit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you in school?
Yeah, I'm in college.
You're in college?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
FIU.
I don't know who owns FIU, but he's probably pretty rich, right? Like a lot of people paying tens of thousands of dollars to go to school there, right? And you're one of those people. So he's rich.
Yes, and somebody's gonna look at that as not being ethical because all these people, what's college rates on people actually getting jobs after going to college and getting a degree? Not 100%. Probably not even 90%. We would hope it'd be 80%, but it's probably not even 80%. So some people be like, that's not ethical and that's a scam.
What he's selling, he's exploiting you. That's what you're saying here.
Right, but that doesn't take away from the point that, he can also be an entrepreneur.
It is the
but
point,
he's also doing shady shit too, just like you are.
What do you think he's doing that's shady?
I mean,
selling you the biggest course of all, college.
I mean, I don't know too much about him. I don't know if he's doing shady shit or not. Well, I can tell course sellers, they're not really all that ethical.
We're not talking about course sellers. The prompt was entrepreneurs in general.
You're not an entrepreneur?
I am.
So we're talking about you then.
That's what I said, is we're talking about entrepreneurs.
But you just said you're not talking about me, we're talking about entrepreneurs.
What is your point here?
Dude, this is why you need to go to school. You don't even know what the hell you're saying, man.
Bro.
Dude, like,
what is your
logically,
point? What is your point?
You're an entrepreneur. You just said we're not talking about me, we're talking about entrepreneurs. Logically, you're
an
entrepreneur.
Said we're not talking about course sellers, we're talking about entrepreneurs. But he's good at this talking stuff. He'll make you forget what you even saying because he don't even know what he was saying. Yeah, he good at this. He should go into some debate, some argumentative classes.
So technically we are talking about you. You're just up in La La Land.
I'm up in La La Land. Like, is there anyone who actually bought your course like that says, okay, this guy's legit?
Yeah, actually. So I did a boot camp a little bit back, like beginning of this month, where for 5 days I went live on YouTube, right? People paid like $47 for a ticket, and they got access.
$47 to join a live YouTube video?
Yeah. So it was. Listen,
do you ever do shit for free? Like, you just.
Yeah, I do shit for free all the time. But this was like, I wanted very serious people to join it, so I sold tickets for $47. It was a 5 days in a row stream where I started a marketing agency over from zero, so that they could watch me do it live and like see the process of it.
But that's
on
just
day
like,
4.
No,
listen, I'm not done. Okay. On day 4, I had one of my top students hop on. Where he makes tens of thousands of dollars a month, right? And he sat there for basically an hour and a half, just like almost in tears about how grateful he was for everything I've given him.
He was in tears?
Damn near. He actually texted me.
But listen, that's just one aspect of like your businesses. You have many other aspects. Like, okay, that could be legit. But you do many things, right? Like, you do a lot of shit, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so like, that's just one thing. We don't know about the other ones that you're doing. They could be fucking scams for all we know.
You can't say that and then not have like a point to back that up.
I'm sure there's someone who's bought your course and be like,
talking about I'm sure.
Guy fucking scammed me.
Yeah, and then you refund them because they're just retarded like you. Like,
so
they just have that stupid mindset.
So you agree that a lot of people who buy your shit is retarded?
No, not a lot of people. I'm just saying
you just said the guy that bought your shit.
You get that occasional person, and what happens is they join and they realize, holy shit, I actually have to do work. This isn't like, a get rich quick scheme. And they realize they actually have to do work, and then they ask for a refund. And like in most cases, we just refund them because it's like, okay, we don't even want this.
But you do sell your shit as a get rich quick.
No, I don't. How do I sell it as a get rich quick scheme?
All right, I'll agree. I don't know for sure. But listen, man. Actually, there's this guy who's like, he follows you. He's like a big fan of yours. He's my friend actually. So I'm just gonna like take a picture. with the image. So.
Okay, but
yeah, for sure.
I don't know what's going on here. No, you're gonna put a filter on me or some shit.
No, I swear, bro. Okay.
What? I told y'all he was a fucking fanboy. Y'all thought I was capping. No.
So he went from calling me a scammer to taking a picture.
I still think you're a scammer. This guy, my friend, he's just.
I told y'all be thinking don't be knowing what I'm talking about. The nigga been a fanboy. This is literally chicken in human form. Everything that he's saying, motherfucking, in the comments, this is what he want to say. But in all actuality, he loved this nigga. He loved Brez. He watch Brez all the time. He talking about, I don't follow you on Instagram, but my friend loves you. Bro, the friend is you, bro. We been able to see you love this nigga. Every time you in college in class, you listening to Brez tell you something about turn your skills up. Alright, I get it.
He fucking adores like TJR, this, the course sellers and everything. I actually hate TJR. You should stop hanging out.
Why?
Because he's racist piece of shit. Yeah.
It's for content, bro. Just like how you're trying to.
That nigga said the racist is for content. Oh my God, the world is coming to an end. So he just admitted that people literally do racist shit for content.
You're trying to rage bait me.
I'm not trying to rage bait you.
It's just for content.
I'm not trying to rage bait you, man.
If you are born in a first world country like Europe, the UK, America, and you don't become a millionaire, it's your fault.
It's not your fault if you don't get
Millionaires
rich. Like, sometimes shit happens. You get me? You be the unluckiest person. I believe in luck. You be the unluckiest person in the world and shit just doesn't fall on your lap. That's why I said you got really lucky. Okay,
I believe in luck to an extent too, but here, let me make this point. If you don't show up every single day, how are you ever going to expect to receive any bit of luck?
I showed up to McDonald's every day. I never became the manager.
That's a different story because that's not like a proven path.
That's what this nigga was trying to do. He's sucking life. This nigga said, I showed up to McDonald's every day. I never became the manager. You gotta think big, man. You thinking small. My nigga trying to become the manager at McDonald's by showing up every day. Yeah, that's where our world is. Yeah. These niggas want to be managers in another nigga company and wonder why a nigga can't get rich. You think the rich nigga is going to pay his employee enough to leave him?
Has like big ROI potential. You're talking about fucking McDonald's versus if I am sitting in my room grinding.
Well, the manager did make $100,000 a year.
That's not shit. Like you can barely.
The manager did
can't
not
survive
make $100K a year.
You can survive, but can you live like any life that's really worth living? And you're
I'm telling you right now, the manager did not make $100K a year. Now, if you talking about the GM, general manager, district manager. Okay. The goddamn manager, the shift manager, the night manager, no, they didn't.
Walking into McDonald's every day, having to yell at 14-year-old kids to put the fries in the bag.
I mean, dude, it is what it is. Some people love working at McDonald's.
That takes a special type of person. I think we both can agree on that. You would not want to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life.
I was born in this country, but dude, things are expensive.
Of course.
So even if I am the manager of McDonald's, if I'm the manager of my mechanic shop, my mom actually works with a lot of mechanic shop owners. And a lot of those people, they're 70. They still haven't retired, or they have to pass it down to their grandkids. They can't sell the company because they're not gonna win much. There's not a lot of winning in a lot of businesses. Like, most businesses don't always win.
But that's their fault. They're in the wrong business. So I have a lot of friends that come from not.
So if I don't take your order, who's gonna take your order at McDonald's? Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, but that's
somebody's got to work
you.
on your car. And
that's why you have to realize I don't want to be one of those normal people, and you have to escape that.
And what happens when everybody says the same thing you do? Who's gonna work at McDonald's? Who's gonna work in the mechanic shop?
But everyone's not. That's my point. Is you have to realize you're not gonna be one
Can't
of those
change
people.
these types of people though, Chad.
Trying to get me to think that I'm not one of those people. What happens if you convince everybody?
I think that. Well, do you want to be the last one to be convinced? Do you want to be the last one working at McDonald's?
No.
Bro, I have a lot of friends that come from nothing. Like, I don't know how much you've seen my stuff, but do you know Fredo?
Actually, I think I do. But
he does drop shipping. Anyways, bro, he was like working at In-N-Out taking orders for probably 11, 12 bucks an hour. At some point had to realize, holy shit, this isn't gonna be my life for the rest of my life. Like, I need to do something different. And he worked his ass off until he got results. That's an example of like one of my friends. He comes from nothing, bro. Like, single mom, like 3 siblings, 3 I think.
So you're saying it's my fault that I'm not rich yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I've tried. I've tried multiple.
But you haven't tried hard enough, bro. Like I was talking about with her, the reason that 0.1% of people, whatever statistic, whatever number she threw out there, that are entrepreneurs are successful is because the other 99.9 give up too quick.
But how do you know that? You don't 100%
because I've experienced it, bro. If I sat there in my second year,
this nigga talking about I tried, he crying to this nigga talking about I tried, bro. I'm not gonna make you the millionaire either. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not gonna be the one to get you rich either. Just like it's your fault you broke, you gotta make it your fault to get rich. He trying to put it on somebody else to get him rich. I would have been rich if that was the case. Snoop would have been If all you had to do was just talk to a rich nigga and you get rich, I would have been rich. I was talking to Snoop all throughout high school.
Not rich.
Bro,
teach me the game, Ghost.
For 3 years without making $1.
I can't sit there for 3 years without getting.
But that's what it takes. And that's your fault. That's my point.
In the first world country or third world country.
Then that's your fault.
How's that my fault?
Because I would have to sit here.
The cards that I was dealt with in life. I gotta work.
Yes, but you can still work and do other stuff outside of work, bro. Again, for the first 3 years of my entrepreneurship journey, I didn't make $1.
While he was a kid, by the way, guys.
I gave up on
first
2 days
years,
or 2 years, 355 days in before I did make my first $1. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now. I would be in college, probably sitting there telling myself it's my fault that I'm not rich yet. You know what the difference in mindset between an entrepreneur and a normal person is that an entrepreneur is able to realize that they can only control their future, and a normal person just, I'm working with the cards I got dealt with. An entrepreneur says, I got dealt with these cards. My situation is good, my situation is bad, but no matter what my situation is, I'm gonna take initiative and I'm gonna fucking grind my ass off to get myself out of this situation and create a better one. It's mindset, bro. It's mindset. It's all, everything starts up here.
You gotta grind to get to where you're at right now. But, I mean, were you working all day and night like I am to get to where you're at right now?
Probably working more than you.
Yeah, I was about to say, y'all just don't believe. Y'all, I don't know why y'all think that shit is easy. Y'all just don't even believe how much the real entrepreneurs is working. Not the marketing and lifestyle scammers. Wouldn't even believe it. You getting off your 6-hour shift, 8-hour shift. These niggas still working and forgetting to eat and sleep. You taking lunch breaks, eating 2 and 3 times out the day. Niggas ain't thinking about eating. There's a million things I didn't do that I could have been doing.
Now your job might be harder. You're sitting there like physical labor. I get to sit here like this, but I was probably working more than you.
And now you work 2 hours a day?
No, not at all. I work way more than 2 hours a day, but it just depends on the day, you know?
That's 5 flags. Entrepreneurship has a 90% failure rate, so betting on yourself is statistically stupid.
I do got
Welcome back, brother.
90%
So I feel like it's a guarantee. I go on the job site, I work those 8 hours to 12 hours. I'm gonna get my little.
That's cause you're comfortable. That's what they done traditioned your mind to be brainwashed into believing being comfortable that this paycheck I'm gonna get is enough. It's cause you're comfortable, and now you're settled for that measly $800.
$80 for the day, sometimes 90, and I'm gonna get my little $80 for the day, sometimes 90, and it's a guarantee.
8 to 12 hours and you getting $80 and $90 for the day? Brother, what the? I thought you do construction. Hold on. Let's say if he was doing 12 hours a day. How is that possible? It say he getting $6. Alright.
Guarantee I'm comfortable with it. And I feel like I would be stupid to go against the grain and try to take a risk. Cause I might be homeless or something and hold a cardboard sign. Why should I make the jump?
Because there's more potential. There's a higher return on investment opportunity going into something like entrepreneurship versus, a typical job. Obviously a job, like it just sets you up for the rest of your life to just be trading your time for money. But if you can allocate some of your time now to try to do something like entrepreneurship, in the future, 5 years from now, you could be making $1 million a year, $2 million a year, $3 million a year, and never have to trade that time for money. You don't have to worry about waking up at, 3 a.m.?
I wake up at 3 a.m. every day. Every day I wake up at 3 a.m. I'm trying to figure it out. When I do have this extra hour, I go on the internet or something. I see a course. I try the YouTube video, and everything just lead me to the same road. But I spend my extra $30 on something, and I end up set back now. Because now I don't get to eat for the next 2 days because I done tried to take an entrepreneur risk. What about that? I got to sacrifice food for 2 days.
That's what it takes. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I was just about to say, unfortunately, that $30 set you back. Because you just said you made $80 in that day. After getting up at 3 a.m. to make $80 in a day. 3 a.m. Getting off at 3 to 5 p.m. to make $80. Alright.
I wasn't in a position as bad as yours where I would have to sacrifice food for 2 days. My parents put food on the table.
Course, I gotta get the Wi-Fi first.
Yeah, but the last argument that I made was no matter your current situation, you have to be able to evaluate that situation. And the difference between a normal person and an entrepreneur's mindset is that an entrepreneur realizes, okay, these are the cards I'm dealt with, as shitty as it is. I'm gonna take these cards I'm dealt with.
You got $40 for the whole week. What you doing?
$40 for the whole week.
You're done.
Parlay?
No, that's the stupidest thing you could do. I'm gonna use that $40 probably to fund my life. Maybe a little bit of food, Twinkies. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Yeah. So you don't have to buy. Here's what you're not understanding. You don't have to buy a course to make money on the internet or to be a successful entrepreneur. You just have to have the work ethic. That's the biggest thing. The course is just meant as an investment for people who want to fast track that success and have that extra support.
I got $40.
$40? Spend it on food.
So how do I progress entrepreneurially that week if I got $40 there?
Your time. You have time. Again, I made an argument earlier, time versus money.
3 a.m.
You have those two assets, right? Time is money in a sense, right? So it's either you trade your time to try to make more money or you trade your money to make more money. Does that make sense? So it's like for me, someone who has a lot of money, instead of trading my time for more money, I'm gonna use my money to make me more money. So I'm gonna go and buy courses.
I get off, I do the 3 to 5, get back 5, 6. How do I maximize a 5 to 9 or 5 to 10 situation?
How do you maximize it?
With my $10 after I done bought.
Here's the biggest difference between like a successful entrepreneur and a failed one is action and planning, right? A failed entrepreneur is gonna sit there and just take in as much information as they can, try to plan the perfect plan until they feel like they've got it figured it out, and then they can take action. That's wrong. You don't do that. A successful entrepreneur, just no matter the circumstance, is just going to jump in and take action and just figure it out while hands-on learning.
But I get my hands dirty, so you know what? I think I'm about to quit this shit.
Having a 9 to 5 job makes you less attractive compared to an entrepreneur